Hello there my fellow gamers. We have seen many 16-inch gaming notebooks this year so far, and most share quite a bit of their overall qualities and specifications. But every now and then there is this one device that changes up the well-established formula quite considerably. The HP Omen 16 Transcend is one such device, and I really must admit I thought I would just get another thin and light 16-inch gaming notebook, along the lines of the Legion Slim 7, XMG Pro 16 Studio or MSI Stealth 16 Studio. But this one has a few aces up its sleeves that might make it one of the best choices within that very popular category. While most of the competition I mentioned is betting on the more mainstream Intel H or AMD HS CPUs, the Omen 16 is bumping it up to an i9-13900HX, aided by 32 gigs of DDR5-5600 RAM, a 2TB SSD and an RTX 4070 running at up to 130 watts on paper. The biggest novum is the display though. While most of the competition comes with standard IPS panels, the 16-incher is treating you with a stellar mini-LED variant. And guys, this display is simply amazing. Compared to the regular Omen 16, the screen also made a jump to the more popular 16:10 aspect ratio, unfortunately still keeping the pretty pronounced chin below the display. It's also shaving off a few millimeters in chassis thickness and offers solid all-metal build quality. It's not quite on the level of Lenovo's Legion Slim 7, but chassis flex is minimal and the display barely bends or flexes at all. Despite this one being classified as a gaming laptop, the design is very subtle and clean, with minimal overall branding. I like it quite a lot and I would not have a problem taking this one to class or the office. In the connectivity department, HP did their homework regarding placement and selection. And on the right you can find a single USB-A in a very convenient location for your wireless dongles, for example. On the left you get a pair of Thunderbolt 4s and your audio combo port. In the back you can find your power connector, HDMI 2.1, RJ45 and the second USB-A. It is a very practical layout. We just wished that HP would upgrade the USB-As to the faster 3.2 Gen 2 standard and the wired network connection to 2.5 Gigabit Ethernet. Wireless transfer rates are not the fastest in our database, but well within the average for this class of devices. And the Windows Hello enabled webcam provides once again usable quality without offering anything groundbreaking to write home about. In the maintenance department, the Transcend offers very easy access to its internals. And while you can easily exchange the Wi-Fi card or upgrade your RAM config with 2 SODIMMs, you get only a single NVMe slot, which is quite a bummer for a premium gaming notebook. Regarding inputs, the Omen offers regular sized keys throughout, with decent travel and satisfying feedback. The keys could be a bit firmer in general, but this is a very solid keyboard. The touchpad worked well in our testing and the quiet clicks come with a bit of a softer feel that still feels satisfying enough. But let's finally get to the star of the show, which might also be the main selling point of the Omen 16, the 16-inch mini-LED display. With 1000 individually lit zones, the 240Hz QHD Plus panel combines the benefits of traditional IPS screens with the low plaque levels of OLED screens, but at a much higher brightness. As I have mentioned already, we have been able to measure a peak brightness of more than 1200 nits and about 800 nits for an all-white image, which easily doubles what you would get from some OLED-equipped rivals. Contrast is excellent due to the low plaque levels, and so is brightness distribution. Add in solid color gamut coverage and you have probably never seen your games looking this good before. Color accuracy is a bit off from the factory, but we have been able to correct the panel with our manual calibration. For all of our detailed measurements in our ICC profile, please head over to our website. While mini-LEDs are also dependent on PWM to regulate brightness, the frequency is much higher than on OLED panels, so even sensitive users in this regard should be alright with the Omen screen. Alright folks, let's talk performance. We did our testing in HP's performance mode in their Gaming Hub software. Unfortunately, it's pretty cluttered and it takes navigating several menus to find this particular setting, which is definitely something that can be streamlined quite a bit. In our CPU rating, the i9-13900HX might not be able to take on larger notebooks with Intel's high-end Raptor Lake silicon, but it mops the floor with the competition quite easily. And despite the slim chassis, performance is stable throughout our testing. System performance is also excellent, both in our PC mark results and judging from our subjective impression. And the fast NVMe SSD can keep up its transfer rates without any throttling during our torture tests. While the regular 2023 Omen 16 did offer an RTX 4080 option, the Transcend is unfortunately limited to Nvidia's mid-range 4070, most likely as a result of the thinner chassis. Nonetheless, you get exactly what you would expect, and while the competition offers slightly better results in our 3D Mark rating, the difference is marginal at best. In real games, this story continues, and the Omen 16 is amongst the fastest 4070 notebooks you can currently get your hands on. Please enjoy our benchmarks, and again, for much more in-depth information, please head over to our written review on our website. And if you feel entertained so far, consider hitting that like and sub button. It means a lot to us. In typical thin gaming notebook fashion, the Omen can get quite audible when pushed hard, so you should definitely give the balanced mode a try, since it can reduce fan noise by quite a margin. You will lose a couple of frames, but for what can only be described as a very tolerable noise level while playing games, it's well worth it in my opinion. As always, we have prepared some noise samples for you in different scenarios and in both the balanced and performance mode. As awesome as the mini LEDs are, the tech has quite an impact on battery life, since these panels need a lot more power than traditional IPS screens. With only barely above 4 hours in our Wi-Fi test, the Omen 16 feels much more at home on your desk than out and about for longer periods of time. So in general, we would say the Omen 16 is a great multi-purpose gaming or even creator notebook with sleek looks, a solid port arrangement and above average input options. It's neither a lot better nor a lot worse than competing products, which might make it quite hard to stand out from the crowd, if it wouldn't be for the mini LED panel, which is simply a novum within this thinner than usual RTX 4070 higher end mid-range class of devices. So if you are into watching movies a lot on your laptop or enjoy HDR games passionately, definitely give this one a try. But please folks, let me know what you think about the Omen 16 Transcend. Sound off in the comments below. This shall be it from my end today. Please hit that like and sub button on your way out. Thanks a ton for watching. My name is Alex, you have been fantastic, and I cannot wait to see you all in the next one. Take care.